The thing about being the richest person in America is it can change at any time. Today you're in, and tomorrow someone else takes your place. So while this list may contain the 5 richest people in America at this time, the situation is bound to change. What do these people do to become so rich? Are they doing something you are not? Without further ado, let's get into it and see who the top 5 richest people in America are. Shall we? Number 1. Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is the founder and CEO of Amazon. He has a net worth of $177 billion at the age of 57 years old. He went to Princeton University and has a degree in electrical engineering and computer science. His curiosity to find out how things work led him to create an alarm for his bedroom door as a child to be notified when people came in. Although Bezos excelled in the finance industry, he chose to dip his foot in e-commerce by opening an online bookstore. His wealth comes from his Amazon site where he was able to introduce e-commerce to the world. Amazon was founded in a small garage in Seattle, where he lived at the time. With a handful of employees, he worked on the software and sold the first book in 1995. The company has since experienced steady growth and diversified in products and services offered. He has a passion for space, where he tries out activities through his Blue Origin company, just like his billionaire friend Elon Musk. He wants to focus on his space interests as he moves aside from Amazon. He's also the owner of the popular online journal, The Washington Post. Now, the mogul did go through a divorce that set him a few billions short, but it is interesting to see that he is still among the richest Americans even after his ex-wife ended up with 4% of Amazon shares and $38 billion. Contrary to popular opinion, a majority part of his wealth comes from his stock and not his salary. His annual salary is approximately $80,000. His charity donations are channeled to causes that help fight climate change. However, he is one of the billionaires who has not signed up for the philanthropic commitment and whose charity efforts are less known than other people on this list. Number 2. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the founder, CEO, and chief engineer of SpaceX, but most people know him for being the CEO of Tesla. At the age of 50, he has a net worth of $151 billion. Musk has ventured into a number of businesses, and his claim to fame was the vehicle company Tesla. Little known to the public, he was one of the initial founders of X.com, which is PayPal today. Musk has studied at the University of Pennsylvania and Stanford University and has a degree in physics and economics. His stay was, however, short-lived in Stanford as he dropped out of his PhD. At an early age, his interest in computers saw him sell his first software at the age of 12. Through SpaceX, Musk has tried to travel to space and has been successful in doing so in 2012, 2018, and recently in 2020. Musk is a workaholic as he works up to 120 hours a week. Well, what can you expect from a man who invented the electric self-driving cars? The cars are known to have a safety level that precedes human ability. The cars are said to reduce road-related accidents of up to 1.3 million every year. He plans to produce more affordable cars in the near future and travel to Mars. One of the reasons Musk immerses himself in work is because he was bullied as a child and used technology as an escape. He became well acquainted with programming and used his newly learned skills to build software. Apart from his activities at Tesla and SpaceX, he's also an actor. He has made special appearances in movies and sitcoms such as The Big Bang Theory. He is part of nonprofit organizations and donates to causes he believes in, such as artificial intelligence research and various advocacy groups. Number 3. Bill Gates. William Henry Gates III, popularly known as Bill Gates, is an author, philanthropist, and software developer. A lot of people know him for the latter. He is a founder of Microsoft. Bill founded the company at the age of 20 with his childhood friend Paul Allen. The company would make him a billionaire a decade later. Gates enrolled to Harvard but dropped out. It almost seems like a trend with dropping out of school for most of the people on this list. As a child, he seemed a bit withdrawn, and his parents feared he may become a loner. Despite performing exceptionally well in school, his parents moved him to an exclusive preparatory school in Seattle. He is considered one of the most generous people in the world. Together with his ex-wife Melinda, they formed the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, aimed at eliminating poverty by helping fight infectious diseases such as HIV and malaria. Bill Gates has since stepped down from the day-to-day operations at Microsoft, although he still plays an active role. He focuses his time time in pursuing philanthropic and business endeavors close to his heart. He has gone ahead to create several companies such as Terra Power and Ben, among others. He once bought a painting worth $36 million, a $30 million journal, and a $21 million private jet in other extravagant news involving rich people. Number 4. Mark Zuckerberg. Unless you live under a rock, then you must be aware of, or you are a user of, one of the largest social networks, Facebook. Well, the co-founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg is behind it. He currently has a net worth of $97 billion at the age of 37. Zuckerberg started his journey to riches at the age of 19 when he first launched Facebook. The site has since exploded and catapulted him to his status. He is not only one of the richest people in America, but also among the youngest. At the time of the Facebook launch, Zuckerberg was a sophomore in Harvard and had to drop out to concentrate on developing the social network. He, however, later went back in 2014 and finished his studies. The rise of Facebook has, however, not been a smooth one. In the initial phases, Zuckerberg was sued by 3 of his classmates at Harvard who had accused him of using their ideas to build a competitor product. The case pushed through, and the 3 were awarded Facebook shares worth $1.2 million. It makes you question what would have become of Facebook had he not settled. Zuckerberg is also charitable, and together with his wife, they pledged to donate at least half of their wealth spread over the course of their lives to promote equality. Zuckerberg is considered a simple man who lives in gray. This is because he is usually in a gray t-shirt and simple jeans. His dog also has a celebrity status, and you cannot block him on Facebook. Well, I would be blocked too if I owned Facebook. Number 5. Warren Buffett. Coming in at number 5 is Warren Buffett. A lot of people know him as a billionaire, but those who are more interested in his source of wealth know him as a business person and philanthropist. He is the CEO and chairperson of Berkshire Hathaway, a multinational company that produces goods and services from computers to clothing. At the age of 89, he is worth $96 billion. Now, you may be wondering how he does it. What is special about him that landed him on this list? Well, his riches are said to be as a result of his great investment strategy. In fact, he's also known as the world's most successful investors. With investment comes a great risk, and he seems to be quite good at taking risks. Buffett has a history as a sales representative, so it is no surprise that his closing skills are top-notch. He has collaborated with fellow billionaires Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg on a number of projects, but particularly focusing on charity. Despite his charitable missions, Buffett has maintained his position in the top 5 since 1993. Maybe it is indeed true that the more you give, the more that comes back. Some interesting facts about him are that he eats like a 6-year-old and has lived in the same house since 1958. That's all we had for today. What are some of the interesting or weird facts you heard about the richest people in America? Leave a comment down below and let us know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share the video. Give us a thumbs up if you would like to see more content such as this, and turn on post notifications to be alerted whenever we post a new video. Until then, see ya!